On Steppin Out, it's time to talk art.
Okay.
If you go to the occasional gallery, you probably wonder how the owners decide whose work they're going to hang next to whose, whether to take a chance on an unknown talent or to go with an established name. I went down to the Dominion Gallery to talk to Dr. Max Stern, who's second-generation art dealer, and he has some very definite theories on exactly that subject. Paul Soulikias, a Greek-Canadian who's lived and painted in the Montreal area for 22 years. November 25th was a big day for him, the opening of a one-man show at one of Canada's most prestigious galleries. Dominion Gallery is owned and directed by Max Stern, a world-renowned art dealer. Dr. Stern, your gallery is internationally known, and many of the artists that you show here are internationally known. And yet tonight you're having a vernissage for Mr. Soulikias, who's not made his international reputation yet. Why have you chosen him especially?
I thought that I should not only encourage great artists, but also artists who are on the way up still and who need encouragement. My task is not only to show an artist like Moore, who is internationally very well known and one of the most famous artists today in the world, but I want to give an artist who is still beginning to develop a chance to get internationally known. The advantage he has in our gallery is that we have an international clientele, and so we may sell him not only in Canada but also outside of Canada.
And it must be very satisfying for him to be in the next room to Henry Moore.
I hope it is.
Is it hard for you to find artists like Paul Soulikias, Canadian artists, about whom you feel enough confidence to put them here?
It is not easy to find outstanding artists. And you have to have artists who are able to do anything. One should not limit yourself to a landscape painter who can only paint a landscape. You need also somebody who can paint anything else, like still lifes or figure pieces or anything.
Is it the market that demands that, or is that something you feel?
That is what I feel. If I take an artist, he should be able to do anything, and he should have a chance to develop into a greater artist than he is. Namely, to give you an example, I took Emily Carr when she was more or less entirely unsaleable, absolutely unsaleable, and made her into the great Canadian artist. I did the same for Godrich Roberts. When I showed him in 1943, Roberts was more or less unknown, and his paintings were sold, by the way, for $15. From $15 to $80 was the highest price. That was 1943, of course. And my duty as an art dealer, I consider it my duty as an art dealer, is to bring the best I can from the entire world to this gallery, but also encourage natural talent from Canada.
The works of Paul Soulikias are on display at the Dominion Gallery until December the 16th.